Guys, it's Dude6, and I'm gonna be doing a video today on my concert review of the concert I went to last night, November 29th, excuse me, on the Indigo tour, which had Never Shout Never, Man Overboard, Mod Sun, excuse me, and Me Like Bees. So the show I went to was in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, at the Met, and I've never been to this venue before, so when we got there, I didn't really know what to expect. It looked like a kind of biggish building from the outside, but when we went in, it was really nice. It looked like it was a restaurant at one time that just happened to have a stage and stuff, but it was really cool. It was a very open space with a decent size stage. It had 2 bars on both sides of the venue, and then I had like tables and chairs like back towards the venue. So it's pretty big. And then when you went in, you saw the merch tables and everything. But it was definitely really nice and huge space. So anyways, the first band that played the opener was Me Like Bees, and they were a really cool band, and I'd say they sound like, honestly, if you took the White Stripes, Modest Mouse, and put them together and you created Me Like Bees. They were really cool, like hard rock, alternative, and indie. They were new, and I guess they've come out with a couple EPs, but not a full length, but they will be soon. Overall, I thought they were really good. They had a great bass player. I noticed he was playing with his fingers, and he was like going insanely fast. They had a great drummer. I really liked his style of playing. Overall, they were just really cool. Not that too many people were into them, but I was. So they played about like 5 songs, so their set list was like about like 30 minutes long, maybe. I want to say, yeah. So the next band after that was Mod Sun, which is technically just a guy. He does like hippie music, like hippie rap music, and like reggae-ish in it, kind of. I've heard a lot of like bad things and good things about his music. I guess he was on Warped Tour. A lot of people know him from that. And when he came on stage, he was just crazy. He was so like hyper, and he was jumping up and down like a freaking monkey or something. It was crazy. Like, he was so energetic, and he really wanted the crowd to like do everything he was doing. So overall, I really liked his stage performance. This guy played with named Matt Brown. I don't know who he is, but he did like the electronic stuff, and he also played some of the guitar and some of his songs. But Mod Sun played about, I'd say, 5 songs as well. So their set list was the same, like 30 minutes, but he's like more well known. But I didn't think I would like him because of like the lyrics and such, but his rap's not that bad. As a personality-wise, he definitely would act like a hippie back in the 60s or something. But he was really cool, and I really liked his performance overall. The next band that played was Man Overboard, which is funny because a lot of like half of the people were coming to see Never Shout Never, and the other half was for Man Overboard, which was mostly guys that wanted to see them. And Man Overboard played about 7 songs, I think. I really don't listen to Man Overboard because I don't really listen to pop-punk music overall. But when they played a song that I really actually liked by Man Overboard. I think it's like the only song I like. But it's called Rare. They opened up with that, and everybody went crazy. What's another song I know they played? I Like You, they played that. That was pretty good. Those are the only two songs I know that I like. But they really have some dedicated fans, which I really didn't know so many people were into Man Overboard as these people were. Like when the band first was playing, they made a space in the front of the stage, like in the middle-ish part, and people were circling around in a circle pit, and then people were pushing each other back and forth like it was like a mosh pit. And then there was a couple of crowd surfers. People jumped off the stage and went to the crowd to surf. It was crazy. And then this one guy hit somebody. I think he was drunk. I don't know. And the guy that hit the person got pushed out right out of the venue. So it was crazy. But they did pretty good. I'm not into them. I kind of focus more on what the fans are doing than what they were doing, I guess. But they were pretty good. So they played about like a 40-minute to 45-minute set, I'd say. But they were pretty good. Of course, last but not least, Never Shot Never played. And the whole atmosphere of when they played was interesting just to see all the other guys leaving, and all these basically girls were there. Of course, they're for Christopher Drew mostly, but I'm honestly just there because I wanted to support the Indigo album, because I loved it, and I like the whole idea that they're focusing now on as like a three-piece band. But they did great. Christopher Drew was like in one of those moods. He was just happy. I don't think anything could have disappointed him last night. He was just so cheerful, and he was trying to make everybody happy. He had a great sense of humor. They would just play like random shit, and like everybody thought it was cool, and they just didn't care. Like if they messed up, they would start the song over or something.
Sleeping a wink, staying
and a lot of people threw stuff on stage to him too. Like this one kid gave him his harmonica, and he was trying to play it, and it wouldn't play right or something. And then he told everybody in the crowd, like, I want you to walk out of here with 5 new friends.
I know someone downtown to let us
It was interesting. He was really like happy.
I got a couple of tricks hidden up my sleeve.
So I have the set list of how they played because when I was listening, I put it in my phone. The first song they opened up with was Magic, the first single off of Indigo, which a lot of people knew, and I was surprised. And I was pretty happy they played that because it's off of Indigo. And it was just so cool, like, because they were playing like a vintage guitar, vintage bass, and it sounded really nice, and it just complemented it with the mentality of the music, I guess. The next song I played was Trouble, and like Christopher Drew had his ukulele out, and everybody was like, oh yeah, it's a ukulele! Everybody was like so excited, and when they played the song, everybody sang along to it, because everybody knows it. The next song he played was On the Bright Side, which is another one of their older stuff, like the first EP or something. A lot of people sang along to that too. After that, they played Coffee and Cigarettes, which I love that song. It's more of an older Never Shine Never song, but I really like it because it's really like upbeat and like really chill song. And everybody of course sang along to that, so it was a really good tune. Next song I played was First Dance, which is also Harmony. One of my favorites. It's actually a really cool like dance tune. Everybody was actually dancing and moving around in the crowd. Even he was to this song, Christopher Drew. And they had a good energy in like that song. And I was glad they played it. After that, they played What Is Love, which is also the What Is Love album. And I don't really like that song. But everybody sang it because everybody pretty much knows that song by him. And then the next song they played, which I was so happy they played this song, was California's Playing off of the Indigo album. one of my favorites off that album, and I was going crazy. I love that song, and they played it so well, and it was awesome just to listen to it, see it live. After that, they played Lovesick, which is off of the Harmony album, and I really like that song too, because I like the Harmony album as a whole. So they played that, and they did well, and then after that, Christopher Drew put like that harmonica thing around his neck that he can like play while doing other things. And he put that on while playing a guitar, and then he played Piggy Bank, which is like a country folkish song off of Harmony. And it was really awesome, and I'm surprised so many people like knew the words to that song, because it's not one of his well-known ones. But it was awesome hearing that one being played. And then after that, he played Sacrilegious, which is it's like a short song, but they kind of just repeated the song a couple times just to make it longer. But it's on the first record, and that's like one of the songs I really like actually off of the first record of this song, because he talks about how he doesn't like the church, but he likes Jesus, and he really loves Jesus, and that church doesn't like show really what Jesus is. So I thought it was really cool that he played that song. They played that song, and a lot of people know the lyrics too. After that, he played Can't Stand It, and it was really funny because he was like, okay, we're gonna do this like super fast, and he was not joking. When they did Can't Stand It, the tempo and everything was like extremely fast. Like, he was like, everything you do is super duper cute, I can't stand it. I can't sing, but he did it like really fast, so nobody could barely sing the song. It was really funny. After that, they played Cheater Cheater Best Friend Eater, which is off of Harmony. It's pretty much a song everybody knows, Never Shine Ever. I didn't like it that much. I don't really like the song as a whole, but a lot of people liked it. Next song they played was I Love You 5, which is off of his old stuff. After that, I'm so happy to play this song, which is Sell Out, one of my favorites off the Harmony record. And they did it really cool. I really liked the drums and the guitar with it. I mean the drums and the bass with it, because if you just listen to it on the album, it's just the guitar, and it just adds more something nice live. So I was really happy to play Sell Out. And then the very last song they played to end with was Big City Dreams, which I'm honestly not surprised with that they picked that song as their last one, because that was the first like real hit they had. That was when it was just Christopher Drew starting off, and that was one of his really big hits, I guess. So, but they did that song pretty well. But overall, the experience was great. I give Never Shine Never a 10 out of 10. They just didn't care. They had a great time. They wanted everybody to be happy. They did a pretty good job, for the most part. So I give their performance a 10 out of 10. Man Overboard, I'm not gonna give them a rating because I don't really listen to them enough to say, oh, they did really good on these songs. But the two songs I liked, I was happy that they did really well. And I can say that they do have really supportive fans, but I'm not gonna give them a rating just because it would probably be too low. My son's performance, I'd probably give about a 7. He was really energetic, good, and I kind of liked the music, and it was really neat to see live. So yeah, 7 probably. And then I'd probably give Me Like Bees an 8.5 just because it's different. Overall, the lineup was just really interesting, and I'm really surprised that they had these bands on tour with them because it's just different varieties of music. Like, Me Like Bees is different from Mod Sun, and Man Overboard's like pop punk, and Never Shout Never, you can't really put a genre on them because they change their style so much. But I know Never Shout Never, like, the people in the band, like all of the other bands that played on that lineup, so it was pretty cool. They had them on that tour, and that was for the East Coast, and then for the rest of the West Coast of Indigo, they're gonna have Anna Moore, William Beckett, and Plug-in Stereo play, and they're not gonna have the other bands that play on the East Coast. So, but overall, it was a great concert, and I'll show you guys what I got now. So one of the first things I got, like right when we came into the show, was because I had to get it because I didn't buy it yet, is the new Indigo album by Never Shout Never. was $5, and it was such a great deal because I thought it would be like 10 or something, but it's totally worth it. $5. Another Never Shout Never thing I got was a wristband. It was $5 too. It says Never Shout Never, and that says Indigo. And it was $5, and it was pretty worth it. I really liked it. And then I also got a Never Shout Never t-shirt, which of course I have to have. It's their tour shirt. It says Never Shout Never, and it has the band numbers on the front. Then it has all the tour dates on this tour on the back. And the shirt was like $20, so it wasn't that bad. The next thing I got, which I haven't even opened yet, is Mod Sun's EP, I guess, the official EP he came out with. It's called Happy as Fuck. And it has 5 songs on it. And he pretty much played all the songs that were on this live. He played Happy as Fuck, he played Stop Everything You're Doing Right Now and Smile. I can't remember any others that he played. But, yeah, so I bought this, $5. It's worth it. I mean, they did pretty good, so I'm just gonna support their music as well. I did like their performance. And then this girl came up to me from this organization. She said, oh, if you text this number, you can get all this free stuff that I got. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll text it, whatever. And then she gave me all this stuff. And the organization's called PETA 2. I think they're like a vegetarian, vegan organization that like talks about the cruelty of animals and such, and like what people do to them. So this is like a whole booklet thing on like what they do to animals and all that. And I guess why the organization was there is because Christopher Drew's a part of it, because he's a vegan and such. And then they gave me this that talks about hunger and other things. And then they gave me these stickers. And then they gave me a pin that says PETA 2 2002. And it has like a little chick on it, or a little bird thing. And then they gave me this CD and it says Free for All Limited Edition. And then it says on the back right here, exclusive video clips from A Day to Remember, Bring Me the Horizon, Circa Survive, Jason Ellis, Justin Bieber, Never Shout Never, Roski Diaz, Sean Kingston, The Dillinger Plan, Escape Plan, The Main, The Ready Set, Waka Waka Flame, You and Me at 6. So I guess it has all these bands that support the organization. So that's all the stuff they gave me, but it was cool, free stuff, you know, you're supporting an organization of that. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I thought it was cool anyways. So overall, the show was great. If you went to that show last night, please comment me, tell me if you saw me, it would be cool if you did. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, if anybody was wondering, I didn't get to meet, anybody really. Except, oh, I actually did meet, I met the drummer Hayden from Never Shout Never. He was walking towards his tour bus, and I ran up to him and I said he did a good job. And then I gave him a high five, and then he hugged me, and then he went to the tour bus. But it was cool, and I didn't get a chance to talk to Taylor, the bassist, because he like went out over to the bar, and everybody was crowded up wanting to talk to him, and it was hard to get through everyone. And then everybody was surrounding the merch tables where Mod Sun was, and Man Overboard, and all the other bands. So I was just kind of like, whatever. So then me and my friend walked outside, and outside was this tour bus, and it was Never Shout Never's tour bus. And it was the one where Hayden went into. And then there was a few people standing out there, and they were like, oh, maybe if we wait here long enough, we'll see Christopher go into the tour bus. So I was like, okay. So we like stood there with these people, me and my friend, for like 20 minutes, and then Christopher Drew just opens up the tour bus door when we had no idea he was in there, and he's like, oh hey, and then like the people that were closer to him were like, oh, can we have your autograph, can you take a picture with us? And then they were talking about like how good he did, and then these people would not let anybody that was towards the back like through to talk to him or have him sign something, and I was really annoyed. And then he said, well, I gotta go, guys, I'm tired. And then he was like about to close the door, and then people were trying to open it while he was closing it, and I felt so bad for him. It just shows how obsessive people can get. So, but anyways, that was my story. Please like, comment, watch more videos, watch my Indigo album review if you haven't. It was a great concert. Let me know if you're going to the Indigo tour, and goodbye.